Megan Hawkins, and I did my article critique on the article Examining the Effects of School-Provided E-Readers on Middle School Students' Reading Ability. And this article was written by H. Quincy Brown, and it came out on June 1st, 2016. These researchers have already inferred that e-readers have a positive impact on students' desire to read. Nowadays, students are picking up more e-books rather than printed books. They decided to take this a little bit further. This study that I'm going to be talking about was an attempt to determine if issued e-readers would increase reading ability of students. You might be thinking, what is an e-reader? Well, an e-reader is a handheld device in which electronic versions of books, magazines, and newspapers can be read. E-readers have become extremely popular in the past 5 years. Many people will now read the newspaper on their phones rather than getting it in the mail weekly. Researchers believe that providing students with e-readers will increase the time spent reading and provide a deeper engagement while reading, which ultimately will improve the students' reading ability. A private school located in the southeastern part of the United States was used for this study. Nook tablets were issued to students in a 6th grade class on a one-to-one basis. These students were responsible for their Nook tablets at all times and could also take them home if they wanted to. Each student was instructed on the care and use of the device, and parents had to sign forms that informed them about the internet access outside of the school network. These students used their Nook tablets throughout the whole entire academic year. So how were the students tested? Well, there were 2 instruments used for this study. The first one is the Lexile, and the second one is the Comprehension Testing Program Standardized Test. The Lexile score presents a clear indicator as to the reading ability of each student. Scores are based on the comprehension level of the reader and range from 200 to 1600 points. So if a student scores a 1000, you can predict that the student would be able to comprehend 75% of the book with an associated score. Students are tested at the end of each year to show their progress. And the typical scores for 6th grade students range from 665 to 1000. The second instrument used in this study is the Comprehensive Testing Program, or also known as the CTP-4. This is a commercial test developed by the Educational Records Bureau. This is a national test used by many different private schools across the country. Comprehensive Testing Program tests 3 reading variables, including verbal reasoning, vocabulary, and reading comprehensive. Each of these scores were used in the analysis. The average scores for 6th graders range from 800 to 1050. Scores above 1050 are considered advanced. The students that were a part of this study took a pretest at the end of their 5th grade year and a post-test at the end of their 6th grade year. Researchers took the scores from the previous year where students did not use the e-readers in their 6th grade class and compared them with the scores of the 6th grade students that used their Nook tablets throughout the whole academic year. The results were very diverse in this study. The average change of the 6th grade students' test scores were higher when using the notebook tablets. However, the study did not show a big enough drastic change to make it successful. The mean average on the Lexile pretest was 1,149.96, and the post-test average was 1,186.42. This average was only changed by 36.46 points. For the verbal reasoning section of the Comprehensive Testing Program Standardized Test, the average pre-test score was 351.89, and the average post-test was 353.07, making the difference only 1.18. For the vocabulary section of the Comprehensive Testing Program Standardized Test, the average pretest score was 343.71, and the average post-test score was 359, making the difference 15.29 points. The reading comprehensive part of the comprehensive testing program standardized test, the average pre-test score was 347.18, and the average post-test score was 356.75, making the difference 957 points. There were a few limitations that I found in this study. I would have liked to seen this study use more than just one school. This study was only given to one private school in the southeastern part of the United States. I would have liked to seen it done in different parts of the United States, like the western part or the eastern part as well. This could have possibly changed the results that we found in this study. Overall, I really enjoyed reading this article. It was super interesting to see the results of whether or not the students' reading abilities were going to improve while using note tablets. I felt that I learned a lot from this article, and I hope you all learned something from this video as well. Thank you for watching. Bye!